Thank you all for joining us today. We're here to award our Emergency Management Volunteer of the Year for 2021. And with that, I will kick it over to our County Executive, Calvin Ball.
Thank you so very much, Sasha, and thank you all for being here. I know that over the past 2 years, we battled, well, let's wait maybe another minute or two. It looks like lots of friends are coming in. Do we think we got everybody in now?
I think so.
All right. So I was just saying we battled a lot of the ups and downs of the pandemic for the last couple years. And, we have relied upon one another to get through this, what feels like never ending challenges and difficulties. But, our friends, our neighbors, our coworkers, we've all stepped up to help each other and support each other. And when disasters like a pandemic strike, it's vital that all these helping hands work together, which is where our COAD, or as you know, Communities Active in Disaster Group, played an integral role. During the past year especially, the COAD has supported our efforts to stand up vaccination clinics, which we know vaccine is one of the most important ways to save lives, spread awareness with our state sanitizers, or even groceries. And while our COAD group is a group and team effort, one person this year stood out among this crowd of dedicated volunteers and heroes. Today, I'm honored to recognize our 2021 Emergency Management Volunteer of the Year, Andy Prodigal. Now, Andy is no stranger to volunteering in Howard County, but this year, he truly has gone above and beyond. Andy has served over 215 volunteer hours, and that was just in 2021 alone for COAD and for COVID-19. Andy was a repeat volunteer at nearly every request for volunteers to support traffic directions at vaccination sites, totaling up to over 40 clinics served. Now, as I said before, vaccines are our most important tool, and we have to protect ourselves and others against COVID-19. It's not an understatement to say that you have saved lives through your efforts to ensure that most of our community got their shots. And in doing that, you actually set an example for the rest of our state, our region, and our nation. Additionally, Andy serves as the COAD Disaster Preparedness Work Group co-chair, regularly attending all COAD meetings and disaster preparedness work group meetings, and work to develop and lead a tabletop exercise for COAD. Thank you, Andy, for all you do day in and day out for Howard County. Congratulations for this well-deserved recognition. And again, thank you all for your dedication.
Sir, I am very honored to support the county, and sorry if I'm breaking up here. It's just I'm overwhelmed by your comments. Very flattered, glad to be part of the team, glad to help carry the torch. And I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to serve the county where I can. So,
congratulations,
thank you.
well deserved.
We can round of applause. I just want to pass it off to our Director of Emergency Management, Mike Hinson, for a few comments as well.
Thanks, Sasha, and thank you, Dr. Ball.
The 2021 Howard County Emergency Management Volunteer of the Year Award is being presented to Andy Prodigal, the Vice President of the Columbia Amateur Radio Association, or CARA, Amateur Radio Emergency Services, or ARES Coordinator for Howard County, and volunteer of the Howard County Community Organizations Active in Disaster, or COAD. The Howard County Emergency Management Volunteer of the Year Award is presented to an individual who has volunteered time to assist Howard County in preparing for, responding to, mitigating from, or recovering from an emergency incident or disaster. Andy earned the 2021 Howard County Emergency Management Volunteer of the Year Award due to his dedicated support of Howard County's COVID-19 recovery efforts and other volunteer activities supporting Howard County. In addition to his COVID-19 activities, for CARA, Andy has led most public service events over the years, including running, biking, and equestrian events, and has undoubtedly aided in keeping numerous participants and spectators safe. Andy always strives to provide new ideas and input for projects which will aid the organizations and communities he serves. Andy is well known to us here in OEM as a volunteer, so it was no surprise to us when he was one of the first to raise his hand to join the COAD when it was founded just a couple years ago. Andy has volunteered countless hours working vaccine clinics throughout the pandemic and is a familiar face to the community and to county departments alike. He brings a positive attitude, innovative ideas, and a willingness to go above and beyond. Andy's dedication to the COAD and his willingness to serve his community, even in the most difficult of times, is something to be admired, and we are very proud to name Andy OEM's 2021 Volunteer of the Year. Thank you very much, Andy.
Mike, thank you very much. I'm, again, very flattered and honored, speechless at the present time. I'm just glad to have the opportunity to help where I can. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys all for joining us. I think it really just speaks to how much of an impact you've had, Andy, with all these people who showed up today, virtually, nonetheless, to kind of celebrate you and all the work you did. So I think it's appropriate to have a silent round of applause, whatever we want to call it, on virtual, hands in the air. Thank you so much for all that you've done. And thank you all for joining us today. I did record our meeting so I can make sure that that is sent out and people can view it and share the good news with all of your family and friends.
Very good. Thank you, Sasha. I'm an introvert, so I'm very overwhelmed by all this. And again, I'm also one of few words. I will say thank you to everybody for their support, for their encouragement, for giving me the motivation to do what I really enjoy to do. So thank you again.
Thank you, everyone, and hope everyone enjoys their snowy, rainy day. Bye.
Congratulations, bro. Great job. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you all.
Take care.
Way to go, Andy.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Congratulations again, Andy. Well done.
Thank you.
Much deserved.
Thanks, Stance.